What's up, gamers? It's your guy, it's me, I'm back again. And this is, well, it's a little something. I'm I'm just gonna say it. I'm quitting the channel. Yeah, this'll probably, put a little asterisk on that, probably will be my last video on this channel. Yeah. I guess maybe I should explain why. Basically, I've given this a lot of thought where, I started weighing my options and asking myself, is it really worth it to continue doing this channel? And I think after a little bit, I've come to the conclusion that no, it really is not. And the reason for that is simply just time. I do not have nearly enough time to be working on these videos, playing the games, editing the recordings, matching the audio to the video, all of that. Making the thumbnails, I draw all the thumbnails. It's a lot, and I think I've realized recently that I just do not have time for that kind of stuff. I am a university student. Well, actually, I'll be graduating pretty soon, but once I graduate, I'll probably get a job in the games and animation industry. That's what I'm aiming for anyways. I know the job market's terrible, but that's the plan. So once that happens, I'm really not going to have a lot of time for playing games or recording games or doing commentary, any of that. And I feel like a lot of people can do YouTube on the side. I mean, a lot of people have a full-time job and just do YouTube as a part-time job. The only problem is I already have other things that I'm doing part-time. I have another channel. In fact, I have several. I have the music channel, Sev Does Music. That's probably my main thing at the moment. I release music every week, two songs every week, actually. That's the new schedule. So I've been doing that a lot, and I really enjoy it, and I feel like that's probably a better avenue to be spending my time with. I also make games in my spare time. I have a itch.io page if you want to check that out. Honestly, you can find all of these links on my website. I'll put it in the description. I've been getting into making comics. I've been into making stuff. That's what I want to do, is I want to make stuff. And for a while, these videos were kind of me making stuff, being creative with it. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't that it was not fun. I do think it was fun to work on these videos. I don't think that it was necessarily a waste of time, but I just don't think that it's really worth doing now that I have all of these other things that I want to work on, and I just can't make time for it. That's simply it. And the other big reason why I decided that I don't want to work on this channel anymore is just because I feel like doing a Let's Play channel like this has ruined games for me. With Jet Set Radio, for example, even better example actually, with Persona 3 Reload. It's a game that I've really been wanting to play, but I can't play it offline. I can't play it unless I'm recording, and again, I have to find the time to record. So, whereas pretty much every other Persona fan out there played the game in 3 days or whatever, I'm still here stuck in the middle of July or wherever I was in the game when I last played it. It's ridiculous, I know. I made jokes about it when I was playing it, but it's honestly just not worth it. I want to play these games and I want to enjoy these games while playing them. I don't want to have to wait to have fun, And I think what really decided it for me or what helped me decide it rather, is a game that I decided to play offline, and that is a game called Nier Automata. Now, Nier Automata has been out for a while. I think it came out like 8 years ago, but it was in my library for the longest time, my Steam library, and it was always something that I meant to play. In fact, I think I got it way back when I did live streams rather than Let's Plays, and eventually I switched over for pretty much the same reasons. I didn't have enough time to schedule out live streams and all that. And to be fair, doing the Let's Plays was easier, but anyways, that's just besides the point. I had this game for the longest time, and I always wanted to play it, but I never found the time to sit down and record it. So I just played it. I played it, no camera, no microphone, nothing like that. I just played it in my own time, and it was really good. It was fantastic, even. I think I might even... It's a strong contender for probably one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely top 10. Definitely top 10. I had a lot of fun with it, and I think that experience, playing the game, and just, like, having fun with it, and not having to wait to play it when I had the time, or whatever, I think that's what made me realize that I don't really want to do Let's Plays anymore. So, yeah, there's kind of your answer. That's why I'm deciding to quit. I know I mentioned this is probably the last video. I do think that, okay, there's a possibility I might decide to finish up some of the stuff that I was doing before. Like, currently I still have footage that I just never got around to editing. That was another thing, is like editing the videos, as fun as they are, again, time consuming with all the other stuff I want to do, but also, like, I don't know, sometimes it's just really, I just don't feel very motivated for it, and that's probably evident in the fact that I haven't edited a video in like 3 months. So I've literally got like at least an hour for both Persona 3 Reload and Jet Set Radio Future. They both have at least an hour's worth of recording that I haven't edited together. I think Reload has. I might have to check. I know at least Jet Set Radio does. So I might consider finishing up editing that at some point and then putting those out. But I think after that, it'll be it. That'll be the last video. And it is kind of sad to say, because especially with Reload, Persona 3 Reload, I had a lot of plans for that. Like, I never finished them or anything, but I had it planned out to where each arc of the story, I was, is going to be a different thumbnail with, like, each of the main characters. Like, me hanging out with each of the main characters, and they'd each have their own gags. Like, me, like, stabbing Ken in the back of the head or whatever. Like, it was all gonna be that. And I mean, it's disappointing that, like, it's because I'm gonna go through with this, I'm not gonna be able to do any of that. It's just, I don't know, it was just a cool idea that, like, I guess I'm gonna have to scrap that. And what else was there? Yeah, I mean, you guys saw a little bit of this with what I actually did finish, but I always wanted to do with Persona 3, because it's such a long game and has so much, like, hours of content. Once I was done with it all, I mean, you guys saw it, the Arc 1, like, all of Persona 3, like, that first segment of it. I was going to do that, but with every other segment, and then eventually I could put them all together into one, like, 80-hour long video. And it was gonna be so cool. I don't even know if my computer could handle that, but if it could, it would have been so cool. But no, I think it's better to end things off here. Which, you know what, it's kind of poetic considering I'm talking about Persona 3 and talking about ending things off. You know, it's a game all about how things end, and you gotta kind of live with it. So I think I'm content with that. I think this channel had a good life. I at least had one series that was fully complete by the time I left, and that was the Bomb Rush Cyberpunk series. So there's that. There's that at least. And yeah, there's not much more to say, honestly. If you want, you can go subscribe to my music channel, Sev Does Music. I do have like another channel which is like Sev Does Stuff. That's another one where I always say I plan on doing stuff for it, but then I just don't end up doing anything again because it's time consuming. But I don't know. I might do like behind the scenes stuff or like just extra funny videos on there. It's just like a side channel with like I just do whatever I want on it. So there's that. I got I mentioned the Itch.io page. I post games. I posted one recently called Mirror Drama, the Paradise build. It's, you know, the game's not finished. It's just the build, but yeah, so you can check that out. And yeah, that's it. We're donezo. We're done. Okay, one more thing, actually. I think occasionally I've decided on my music channel I will occasionally, you know, play games or, you know, just do stuff on like a live stream. Not exclusively games. The idea is mostly I could like make music on stream or just like, you know, do whatever, right? So if you came here for gameplay, maybe you can watch me do stuff over there every once in a while. But yeah, okay. That now that's the end. That's the end. I don't want to drag this on for way longer than it needs to be. That's it. See ya. Never.